you guys have played some very good offensive players, and I think your role defensively has been improved. What is it like when you're out there as a forward against guys like McKinnon and everybody you're going to face?
Yeah, you got to know when they're on the ice at all times. I think we've all done that. I think all the lines have that awareness, as well as the defensemen. So just knowing when they're on the ice and managing the puck a little bit better and a little sharper, and trying not to give them free offense.
First row on the right.
Hey, Jason. Obviously, you guys would like to have a better home record in the playoffs. Anything that sticks out to why there's been more of a struggle at home, and do you take that personally?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say that. I think on the road we're just on a better team. I don't think it's anything about at home. I don't know, on the road we just kind of just elevate our game most of the time because we already go down in the series. But I mean, yeah, I think their approach doesn't change playing at home, but obviously we want to be sharp and try to take advantage of it. And we're gonna have to start that tomorrow.
First row on the left.
Wyatt, you had a different path here with the pandemic and not barely playing in your draft year. What was that year like for you? Did you go to the gym more? Like, were you like how did you stay sharp and what was your mindset?
Yeah, it was. It was a different year for everyone. Being in Toronto, obviously, kind of maybe more of a hot spot. So, the gym wasn't always open. Rinks weren't always open. So it was just finding any way I could to work on my game, kind of whatever that was. Working out in my garage when I needed to, or skating at outdoor rinks. Made a outdoor rink at the park near my house and in my backyard as well. So, just finding different ways to train, and that was just the mindset. Just kind of doing what I could, just kind of getting ready for whenever the next games I would play, and just doing what I could to work on my game, kind of whatever that was.
How hard was that? Because the light was so far at the end of the tunnel during that time for a lot of us. I mean, and it's an anxious time getting drafted. What was it like? How were you feeling? How did you keep yourself sort of in check?
It was tough. The biggest thing was finding different ways to train. My gym was closed down for a while, so got some gym equipment, so I was able to work out in my garage. And it was just I think the biggest thing was just my love for the game. Always wanting to get better, keep working on my game, and being out on those outdoor rinks. You can spend a lot of time out there, and it was just kind of the biggest thing for me was just keep working on my game and getting ready to, knowing that there was going to be a next game at some point. I didn't know when that was, but it was making sure I was going to be, as good as I possibly could when that time came.
Stay in the front left.
Jason, it's been a minute since you guys have won the first game in a series. What do you think the trick is going to be for you guys to get that win against Edmonton tomorrow? And then how can you take that momentum in having your first lead in a series?
Yeah, like you said, I haven't won a game one in my career, so it's been 7 or 8 series, but I thought we had a chance last series to go up in game one. We played really well, and then obviously blew that. So definitely want to, keep that same approach as we did Colorado, get on a good start, try to take the game over and not blow it away. So hopefully we get that done tomorrow against a really good team.
Third row on the right.
Wyatt, is the whiskey hat a 21st birthday present or a recent purchase now that you've entered that chapter of your life?
I got it for Christmas from my sister. So a little pre-21, but I don't know. It's a nice hat and I like it. So I've been wearing it, ever since my sister got it for me.
Well, he was in Canada.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
right for Christmas. So there you go.
Yeah, I was in Canada for Christmas.
It's Ontario.
So
there
it was
go.
legal.
Third row on the left.
Wyatt, you scored 23 of your 32 goals in the second half of the season. What maybe wasn't working in the first half and what clicked in the second?
I don't know. I think, throughout the season you want to, keep building your game and, keep improving throughout the season. And, yeah, I mean, I think just for me, it's, working on the game kind of, I still haven't played that many NHL games. And, yeah, I mean, I think the first half of the season, you're still kind of still learning. I mean, I'm still learning every day still. Still got a long ways to go in terms of just kind of, learning about my game, learning about, the kind of the NHL level. And, yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing is just trying to improve throughout the season. I've had a chance to play with some pretty special players, and I think that's a big difference. And yeah, I think the biggest thing is just try to improve, keep adjusting throughout the season, and keep working on your game.
Second row on the right.
Hey, Wyatt, Adam Rossel with Spectrum News Texas. Obviously talking to your teammates, Pete, everybody's got a lot of confidence and a lot of trust in you. I mean, you're just turned 21. Why have you been able to earn that at such a young age?
I think the biggest thing for me, I think, in terms of the on ice is, making sure I'm being a good two-way forward. That's always been a big part of my game is, being good on both ends of the ice, which I think, I've noticed is so crucial, especially at this level with, if you're not, taking care of both ends of the ice, you're going to get burned, pretty badly, especially when you're playing teams like Edmonton and Colorado with, all the top players they have. And then I think, also the coaching staff have been awesome with me and, allowing me to have that confidence to make plays and, not burying me, for the rest of the game if I make a mistake or whatever it is. So, yeah, I mean, I think, there's a number of things, obviously playing with some great players, which kind of allows me to, use my skill set, make plays, and, yeah.
Second row on the left.
Wyatt, you two guys, for sure you want to win a Stanley Cup. You young players, you want to win. The guys in Edmonton, they've been to couple Western finals here. They think it's their time. It's their time to win. Can you probably drive? I assume you drive to the rink with Joe Pavelski?
Sometimes we sometimes go apart, but just different schedules. But.
And my point is this: can anyone want to win the cup more than a guy who's played 1,300 games, or Suter who's played 1,500 games, or Ben who's played 1,100 games? Do you, as young guys, do you get that whole thing that what they're going through and how bad they want to win?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you see, Joe's a great example of, he's played in the NHL for so long. He's made the playoffs, I think almost every year. Maybe I think he missed the playoff twice, from what I remember. And I mean, that shows how hard it is to win the Stanley Cup. He's been on some, amazing teams throughout his career. He's been in the finals a couple times, and, just hasn't been able to get it done yet. So I think that just kind of shows how hard it is. And, I mean, that also shows kind of how badly, I mean, you see it, with, all the older guys, like you mentioned, like see it with Joe, see it with Benner, see it with Suit, see it with, the guys who have, played so many playoff series that just how bad, they want to win. And, as a young guy, you want to win really badly, but you also want to win for them as well. Just kind of seeing, their careers. And, I mean, you want to win it for your teammates. I think that's the most important part.
We'll take one more. First row on the right.
Hey guys, for either of you, besides the individual talent of going from Eichel to McKinnon to McDavid, what other similarities can you draw between the way Edmonton plays and what you're already prepared, having faced Colorado and Vegas?
Yeah, I mean, I think the first thing that, stands out is just kind of the really high quality players that, all those teams we've played have had. And, yeah, obviously you got the, McDavid, Draisaitl, two of the best players in the world. And, playing McKinnon, Makar last series. I mean, there's all teams that have some, amazing players. And, I mean, for us, it's, you got to play as a 5-man unit, especially when you're playing against those guys. And it's, defending them, not just, those one-on-one battles, but it's defending as a whole team. And, yeah, I mean, there's definitely, every team's different. But, there's also similarities between each team. And, the one constant is us and, what we do. And I think that's the most important part is making sure we're doing, all the right things and doing the things that, have made it successful, the whole year.
Thanks, guys.
Perfect.